Hey guys, Adam here. I just recorded an entire video and it got lost because I'm an idiot. Coming to you live from my driveway. I'm about to go make a supply run. I had a friend recently pass, and his family's requested that I do a little barbecue, so that I can. When I say barbecue, I mean pulled pork, cooked pulled pork over. You know, like hickory coals, that kind of barbecue, not like, you know, the noun, not the verb. So, yeah, they request I do a little barbecue, so I got to go get some supplies to get that started. And it's freaking cold outside. I think I've said that 3 times already. So I wanted to crack open a tin, and I decided to go ahead and go with the Ashton Winding Road, mainly because it reminded me of the Beatles song. I know I talked about it, you know, I talked about them some last week when I got them, but I couldn't really remember what each one was made up of. I just kind of grabbed the one I wanted to try. The tobacco, you can definitely tell it's an aromatic English crossover. There's not a whole lot of English present though in the tin note, because it's got a little bit of a aromatic, like fruity kick to it. I'm really looking forward to getting this in a bowl. I'm going to take it off the dock here, and I'll show you the actual tobacco. There it is right there. It's kind of a brindle colored mix. It's got some black flecks in there, but it's mostly tan and brown, and that's a highly technical description. I know some of you could probably identify what's in there just by looking, but I'm not one of those guys. So I am going to head out, pack a bowl of this, get on the road, and give you guys some first impressions. Sound good to you? All right, check back. Better turn that down before the YouTube music police get after me. So first impressions, Winding Road, from the Walmart parking lot, Madison, Alabama. You know, this blend is really interesting, and I noticed it from first light. It is first of all, it smokes fantastically and burns amazingly. That to me is the only indicator I've ever got of quality tobacco, I guess I could say, because all kinds of tobacco tastes good to me. Sometimes the high-end brands taste bad to me. So number one indicator for me is burn quality. But you know, that may be wrong. I may be way off with that. However, in the taste department, this is labeled as a crossover blend, but it does one thing that I'm very glad to see, and that is it does not sell out to the aromatic side in the flavor department. Excuse me, in the flavor department. Normally, in the past, when I have gotten an English aromatic crossover, they've sold out to the aromatic side too heavy. You know, it winds up being basically like a fruity or syrupy mixture with Latakia sprinkled in, or it winds up being like kind of like a lat bomb with a little bit of cherry tobacco thrown in there. I'm not criticizing anybody, and I'm not complaining. But what this blend did that's different, that I do enjoy, is it there's something making noise out there. It imparts kind of a it kind of imparts kind of a neutral tone in there. It's more of like just a straight tobacco taste. That may be the Virginia speaking. It may be some type of brown Cavendish. That's kind of a component I'm not really familiar with as far as what can it do for me. But I'm sorry, I'm rambling. What it does is it does take a neutral sort of a tobacco tone. It's not too heavy. It's not too heavy on the English side, and it's not so syrupy sweet that you feel like you're smoking an aromatic with a combination Latakia in it. And if you're just joining us, this is Winding Road from Ashton. So yeah, based on this first bowl, I would say we've got a winner. Its only downfall is it's kind of expensive, but that's okay. I mean, you don't have to have a lot of it. So let me continue with my supply gathering, and I will meet back with you for some final thoughts. Thanks for staying with me. All right, guys. I got done what I needed to get done, and you know, I was at Walmart, which is pretty much my least favorite place to go. But you know, I guess every cloud has a silver lining. I was in there and saw a local businessman who, you know, he operates a little wing joint here in Madison. Matter of fact, there he goes right there. And you know, he's just as humble as can be. Works, you know, every day. They're open, and then on the days that they're closed, he is at work. Well, here it is, 8 o'clock at night. He's probably just shut down the restaurant, mostly like a lunch and maybe an early supper place. They don't do like the bar thing, so they close pretty reasonable hour. But anyway, there he goes. He just got off work. He came in there and got him some, looked like a 12-pack of root beer or something. I don't know what else he was doing in there. I sure wouldn't go to Walmart if all I needed was a damn 12-pack of root beer. But there he goes, and some young gal is behind him and only has one thing. And he says, and this guy can't speak very good English. He is Asian, I believe Korean. But he says, no ma'am, you go ahead. You've only got one thing. And sure enough, lets her buy it. And I just thought, you know, that was just, it's always nice to catch somebody doing something good for somebody else, you know. And I guess that's why he's got such a successful business. So, you know, I just wanted to ramble a little bit, I reckon. But it is cold. I think I've mentioned that about 78 times. I mean, it's not Michigan cold, but it's damn cold. Finishing up this bowl of Winding Road by Ashton, and I just want to reiterate, you know, the delicious taste that this tobacco has. It certainly seems to be a unique mixture. It was not what I was expecting, and it was a pleasant surprise. I really just can't say enough good about it. If you've not tried a lot of Ashton blends, or have been looking for one to try, I would definitely recommend this one, because it's just so easy to smoke. I mean, it's just such an easy blend to get into. Yeah, I tell you, my only regret is not trying it sooner. So that's a good regret to have in the tobacco world. Anyway, guys, I've let this go on too long. If you're still with me, I appreciate you. If you're not, I don't blame you. I'll talk to you later on.